Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I am once again venturing into the dark world of Pokemon mystery boxes, this time courtesy of a multi-billion-dollar company who I am sure has our best interest at heart. Alright, so this is the Power Pack, GameStop's recently released attempt at parting the more degenerate among us, like yours truly, from their money. At $60 you get 3 booster packs, but you also get 1 graded slab, and they guarantee that it is going to be a PSA 8 or above. Not really the flex that they think it is though, because as I'm sure most of you are already aware, getting a PSA 8 for your card is basically a death sentence, because PSA 8s will generally detract from the value of the raw card. So what I'm guessing what happened is, since GameStop buys and sells slabs, they're probably sitting on like a mountain of PSA 8s and 9s that they are unable to sell. So what better way to get rid of them than throw them in some mystery packs and prey on those of us with lesser impulse control, like this guy. Let's go back here. Your standard marketing drivel, but I do want to pull your attention to the fine print here. Packs and cards randomly inserted. Packs and cards shown in a box may not be contained within. So obviously you are very unlikely to get this Giratina PSA 10. It's okay because I already have a Giratina. Power packs may come in English or Japanese, so I'm hoping that alludes to the slab and not the booster packs, because getting Japanese booster packs at this price point would be pretty unfortunate. No purchase necessary, so I'm sure you guys are all familiar with that language. You see a lot of it on sports cards. I have a pack of baseball cards here, so also says no purchase necessary. Visit tops.com for details and entries. So what the sports cards companies do to avoid being called gambling, which is basically what it is, and thus subject to much more stringent regulation, is allow people to go through like a bunch of hoops and get some cards for free. And it looks like GameStop is trying the same thing, I guess, to cover their own tush and not be considered gambling. But yeah, here are some directions on how to do it. So to obtain a chase card at the same odds, so they do know the odds, they're just unwilling to publish them, which is kind of scary. While supplies last, handprint your name, email address, blah blah blah, mail it in an envelope with sufficient postage to said address. So I think I might do this. Highly doubt they would send you back a slab. I'm guessing it's just going to be like a raw 50-cent card. But I'll definitely keep you guys posted on what I get. I think it'll make for some pretty good content. But at the very bottom it says drawings on or about May 15th. So looks like this is a pretty limited product. So at least in this initial print run or whatever, it's going to be pretty limited. So if you do have a hankering for some gambling and some Pokemon cards, then head to your GameStop, because I'm sure these won't be available for very much longer. But yeah, I guess that's about it for product overview. I guess only thing left is to actually get into the product itself. All right, so like I said, these came in at about 60 bucks. I was able to get a discount, 5% discount, because I'm like GameStop Pro member. But yeah, they only allow 1 per customer, and I actually got the last one at, so I went to 2 different stores and I was able to get the last one at each store. So these might already be sold out by the time you look at your video, watch this video. Yeah, okay, so comes in this pretty snazzy case, I must admit. So production value is actually decently high on first impression. Not sure what this logo is. I guess this is GameStop's mascot. No idea. Maybe you guys can correct me in the comment if this is like an established mascot that I've never seen before. But yeah, this box looks like it flips open to the packs, and here we go. So these are the packs. You got Vivid Voltage, Shrouded Fable, which was kind of what I was afraid of, and Obsidian Flames. So not the best lineup. These are some, with Obsidian Flames and Shrouded Fable being some of the least desirable sets in Sterling Violet. And Vivid Voltage also, I think, is not considered one of the most desirable sets in Sword and Shield. So not off to a great start. Yeah, I gotta peek at the slab first, but let's open these packs first. I'm gonna start off with Obsidian Flames. So yeah, I've seen some videos of this stuff. Looks like there isn't really any random selection with the packs. They all seem to be about the same. So you get City in Flames, Shroud of Fable, and Vivid Voltage, which I'm guessing is because they couldn't really sell this stuff because other Sterling Violet sets are much more desirable. Code card here. Got Rowlet, Bunnelby, Smoliv, Pidgey, Darmanitan, Dartrix, Frogadier, Toxtricity, Bronzor, and our first hit, I guess, a Victini EX. So yeah, my woes with Obsidian Claims continue. But up next is Shroud of Fable. I actually haven't opened too much Shroud of Fable because, I mean, don't really want most of the cards in here. I mean, I think the Duskull line is pretty cool, but beyond that, yeah, not a fan of the Persian card. And I forget what else is available to get. Binding Mochi, Galvantula, Power Glass, Binding Mochi, Galvantula, and Ursaluna. So striking out on our first two packs of Scarlet and Violet. Let's see if Sword and Shield can save us a bit here. We have Ferrothorn, Careless, Dusclops, Pikipek, Puccina, Rockruff, Blitzel, Skiddo, Electrike, and our last card from the last booster pack in our first mystery box is Magearna Hollow. So yeah, not surprising that we didn't hit anything in just 3 packs. Not the best sample size, but maybe this slab can save us. Looks like it is a vintage slab though. It's a first edition Team Rocket Slowpoke, looks like, but it's just a base, not in any sort of hollow. Actually, back looks pretty clean. Centering looks pretty good too, so without looking at the grade, I might guess this to actually be a PSA 10, which would actually be quite a big win for us here. But yeah, I do like that they covered they have this little black strip here to cover the grade. I guess it adds a little bit more to the drama. But yeah, let's open this bad boy here, and it looks like we got a 9. That is truly unfortunate. So it's a Pokemon Rocket first edition Slowpoke in a mint 9. I have absolutely no idea what the value would be. So yeah, that makes sense. There's a little bit of whitening here, a tad bit of whitening at the top left. So yeah, understandable this could be a 9, but honestly, I think they could have given this a 10 as well. But anyways, yeah, we got a Slowpoke first edition mint 9. So not sure how much this is worth. I'm guessing if this was a 10, it would be around maybe like $100. In a 9, maybe like $10 or $15. But of course, I could be wildly off base here. But yeah, so probably can consider that first box kind of a dud, but maybe our second box here will be a bit different. But yeah, I mean, just from the value proposition alone and the fact that they were unwilling to print odds, because, you know, other of the more popular mystery packs like the PokeRev and PokeVault mystery packs, they at least post the odds. So there's a little bit of transparency there, which is pretty lacking here, and makes me not want to purchase this. But because, you know, I'm a Pokemon YouTuber and thus contractually obligated to open up mystery packs, I had to go out and get these. So okay, looks like a different lineup here. So we are spared the Obsidian Flames this time, and we got Silver Tempest, which is actually a pretty decent set. But yeah, starting off with Shroud of Fable. But yeah, in most cases, I don't think I would consider paying $60 for this to be a wise investment. Red Houndour. But of course, they are probably selling like Game Busters. We have Drowsy, we got another Galvantula, and we have this Kingdra EX card. All right, moving on to Vivid Voltage. Not sure what the hit for this set is, actually. Haven't had too much opportunity to open this. I'm guessing it's some sort of fat Pikachu card, like the one, like on the pack art. Skiddo, Vampy, Duskull, Ferroseed, Winden Stadium, and Leon. So yeah, striking out on most of our packs. We got our last pack here, saving the best for last, obviously. Hopefully, Silver Tempest can bring us home. White code card. We got Drakloak, Toxapex, Zubat, Solosis, Krogan, Beldum, Spinarak. We got Raichu, and Zygarde is our last card. So we have whiffed on all of our mystery booster packs. Let's see if this last slab can... Okay. Looks like some vintage Japanese. I'm not sure what set this is, but looks like it's Ivysaur? Yeah, Ivysaur. Centering looks decent. And the back looks decent as well, which is not surprising because, you know, Japanese cards generally have very good quality control. But yeah, let's look at our grade. I'm going to say this is a 10, but I was wrong with the last slab, so who knows. Okay. We got a 10 here. So a 2023 Pokemon, I'm not sure what CLF stands for, but yeah, Japanese. Oh, this is from, so this isn't vintage. This is somewhat modern, but looks like it's from a throwback set of some sort. Yeah, not really sure, but it is a Gem Mint 10, which is, you know, of course awesome and definitely not what we expected. No idea the value of this. But it is a very cool looking card. It is a holo of a pretty popular Pokemon, so I'm gonna say we might have made back our money with this box for just that box. I think we're probably still at a loss total, but yeah, this is a really cool card, and I'm guessing not what you can normally expect to get from these mystery boxes in general. But yeah, so tiny bit of a recap. We got nothing out of our booster packs. We did get this PSA 9 Team Rocket First Edition Slowpoke, pretty cool card, and this PSA 10 Ivysaur from 2023 Pokemon, some sort of Japanese set. All right, that's the video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this new product from GameStop, corporate cash grab, or a much needed service for the Pokemon starved masses. As always, thank you all so very much for hanging out, and fellow collectors, until next time.